This is a very nice upscale venison recipe. It's a little more complicated than some of the others, but it's actually, kind of easy. You just have to kind of feel it out for yourself. And it's venison and portobello puttanesca. Puttanesca refers to Lady of the Evening. It's sinfully good. These are the ingredients we're going to be using today. We have about an 8-ounce venison steak that we've pounded down nicely, to about a 1/2 inch thick, so it's nice and flat, and it's going to cook evenly all the way across. We have our portobello mushroom cap, a nice big one like this. We've cleaned the stem out of it, washed it up very nice. We have our bordelaise sauce. We have our 3 colored peppers, yellow, green, and red. We've diced our tomato up, onion, garlic, capers, and Kalamata olives. These are a different kind of a cure than just a regular black olive. We have Jim Beam and Marcella wine. At this point, we want to sweat this mushroom cap to get it a little bit tender. So we will start off with a small amount of olive oil. We'll get this in. We're going to turn it around a couple times just to kind of get it coated in here. Want to get it going. And then we're going to put some Marcella wine. And just to develop a little bit of flavor, we're going to put just a couple of onions in here too. And just a little bit of this garlic. This is going to impart a lot of flavor into this mushroom cap, which is, let's face it, mushrooms don't have a lot of flavor on their own. So we'll even grind a little bit of pepper on top of this, just to help this up, build that flavor. Now we're going to put our Marcella wine in. We want to sweat this, okay? We want to steam it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cover this up. But you're going to go 3 or 4 minutes actually per cap. So what we're going to do now is give it a little check. We're going to turn this over, let it go. See, that's starting to get nice and tender. This is how you're going to check it. So we're going to go 1 or 2 more minutes and that's it. And then set it off covered. What I do now is just lightly dredge this. We just want this little coating, just like this. What this does is this is going to seal in all of the juices from this cut of meat, because our venison and elk and the other dishes, other meats, have very little saturated fat. So what we're trying to do is hold the moisture. This is going to form just the thinnest crust, and you'll watch when we go to saute this, we want a real hot pan to do that. We'll start off with a small amount of olive oil. I just like this extra virgin oil for the flavor that it develops and lends to this dish. We have that very light coating of flour. It's not even like it's going to do anything flavor-wise other than just hold the moisture in. That's exactly what we want. See, we want a pan hot enough to where that's going to sizzle and smoke a little bit. And what that's going to do is form that crust that we've always been trying to achieve on all of this meat. And you're going to see there's no real marbling or any kind of fat that's involved in the meat itself. Whatever little bit of fat is on the outside, we've trimmed off. So let's see what we look like here. Almost. We're very, very close. And see how the smoke is rising from this pan? So that's what we're looking for. Now, that's it. See how this forms that crust? Now that's going to seal in all of the good juice. While we're waiting for that to cook a little bit, we're going to start off with some onion. We'll put this over to the side and just let that simmer nicely for just a moment. And our garlic. There, I like garlic. So that's going to go in there now at this point. And our Marcella wine goes in now on our Jim Beam. There, see, you want to make sure you do that away from your hood. If you have a stove with no hood, it's no problem. This is how you check to see how that's giving just barely to the touch. That's still nice and rare. So we're going to get this out. Now, here comes our peppers and our olives. We'll let this stir saute a little bit. Oh my goodness, does this smell great? between the Marcella, the garlic, the onion, the green pepper. Look how colorful this is going to be. It's too bad you can't smell this because this is just unbelievable. There, now our diced tomato. Now this little bit of liquid in here is going to it's going to deglaze this pan and pull up all of them flavor bits that are down inside there on the bottom. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Wow. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to cover this and let it sweat for just 1 or 2 minutes. We have a recipe here with 2 pans. We have one with a mushroom cap in it that we're going to sweat through with this almost the same flavors, and then we've got the steak dish with all the vegetables. So this is something you have to kind of keep an eye on to make sure both are working good. You don't want to overdo either. Oh, look at that. Wow. At this point, see, these vegetables are still crunchy, so we've still got maybe just 2-3 minutes more. We're going to add our brown sauce to this, bordelaise. We might even just sprinkle a little parsley in for some more color. Look, wow. This is going to be just sinfully good. We're going to grind a little fresh pepper into this. We've already put a little bit onto our mushroom cap. Capers. Must not forget our capers. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to slide our steak back in for I like meat nice and rare, so we're only going to go for maybe 1 minute more. We still want everything to be crunchy. Nice, al dente is the word we're looking for. As we've said, we'll set our mushroom cap down first. And then our steak will sit right on top, like so. Now, we're going to spoon some of this all over the top. We want everyone to enjoy the different flavors from the different pepper, the Kalamata olives, the Marcella. Everything should just blend so well with this dish. This is one of the more intriguing and flavorful dishes that we've done in a long time, so I think everybody in your family or your guest is going to really enjoy this, and so will you.